Howdy, I'm Mauricio Munoz-Cano, and today I'll be sharing my litter survey for 2023 for Chem 117, Section 412. So for this project, I picked two locations. I picked the Tama Bridge, located right next to the Tama Hall, and the Pig Gas Station, located right behind Atlantic Hall here at Texas A&M Galveston. Now, I picked these two locations because they're really close to each other, but more importantly, the litter from the Tama Bridge is from students walking, while the litter from the gas station is from drivers. And I just wanted to compare and contrast from those two sources of the litter. As we can see here in this map, the red is the Tama Bridge, and the blue is the Pig gas station. And as you can see here, Pelican Island compared to Galveston Island. Here's a closer picture of Texas A&M, and here's an even closer picture. I collected this data on February 24th and February 28th. Here's our first location with the surface area of 1,000 square meters, and our second location right here with 755 square meters, which is smaller. And we'll see that with our density. And I fortunately did not find any silicon in these two locations. However, I found a lot of carbon, mainly paper, and I found a lot of metal, mainly soda cans and other beverage items that are metal. 86% are carbon and 13% were metal at the Tama Bridge, and 87% of carbon, 87% of the items were carbon and almost 13% were metal at the Pig gas station. So here we see our different objects of litter, and beverage items are obviously the most, which I believe that many who are doing this project will find that to be the same as well. Food items are second, and other items are third. Now, the density here, we can see that the Tama Bridge has a much lower density than what we saw at the gas station, just because the gas station was a smaller surface area and there was more trash per square meter there. And I believe this is due to the drivers, more common, and I think it's easier for items to fly out of the vehicles than for students just walking and carrying their items. Here are some chemicals in which items I found. Now, though I didn't find any silicon items, I did choose to put silica and silicone just to give an example of what I could have found if I did find silicon items. So biodegradable paper is definitely the most biodegradable from what I found, with propylene and styrene being not very degradable, and styrene actually being known as not degradable at all. Silicon items are, especially silica and silicone, are non-degradable. And metal, surprisingly, I thought they'd be the highest, but they're actually not. 50 to 200 years, 80 to 100 years, not as high as the propylene. From my sources, the Texas disposal systems claim for some short-term effects that visual unpleasant environments come from this litter. And as of 2023, business owners and realtors have seen property value decrease, and debtor visits also decrease, which contributes to that. And water and land pollution also, according to the Sustainable Business Toolkit, claims that non-degradable products such as styrene take up valuable space in our landfills and each harmful chemicals into the environment. Now, some longer-term effects, disease to human animals, and to humans as well. Big deal. According to Sally Taylor's in an article in 2019, 35 to 100 pounds of waste that goes into landfills is made up of paper. And this paper gains bacteria. And from this bacteria, animals eat it and gain disease. And from us consuming these animals, we can possibly also gain disease. There are more statistics, such as 60% of water being polluted by litter in general, which is where this comes from, as in how animals are infected. Here's my works cited, and that is my presentation for my litter survey for 2023.